Imagine waking up each day feeling like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. You're caught between countless decisions, overwhelming responsibilities, and the haunting thought of what if. What if you had made a different choice? What if things had gone differently? It's a relentless mental battle that leaves us tired, anxious, and searching for relief. But what if I told you that the answers to finding peace and clarity amid this never-ending storm have been around for over 2,000 years? Today, we're diving deep into the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher whose timeless teachings offer powerful solutions for modern-day struggles. His insights are more relevant now than ever, showing us how to transform the chaos around us into inner strength. Stick around because what you're about to learn could change the way you see life forever. Main script. Every day, life throws more on our plates. Decisions to make, tasks to finish, people to please. And every night, we find ourselves lying in bed, weighed down by what could have been. What if you had made a different decision at work? What if you had handled that argument with a friend differently? The cycle feels endless and exhausting. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be. There's an ancient philosophy, more than 2,000 years old, that can help you let go of this mental burden and find peace, no matter what life throws at you. It's called Stoicism, and today, we'll explore the powerful teachings of one of its greatest advocates, Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was more than just a Roman emperor. He was a thinker, a philosopher who faced immense challenges, war, betrayal, loss, and yet found a way to keep his mind calm and steady. The same philosophy that guided him through the darkest days of his reign can help us deal with our daily struggles. By following Stoic principles, we can learn to see life's challenges not as overwhelming obstacles, but as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more at peace with ourselves. Let's start with the basics. One of the most important lessons in Stoicism is that it's not the events themselves that cause us distress. It's how we interpret and react to them. Marcus Aurelius taught that the way we see the world shapes our reality more than the actual events we face. Think about it. Two people can experience the exact same situation, yet have completely different reactions. One person might feel crushed, while the other uses it as a stepping stone to grow. For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic. You're late for an important meeting, and your frustration is building up inside. Most of us would let that anger ruin our entire day. But Stoicism offers a different perspective. Instead of seeing this delay as wasted time, it encourages us to see it as an opportunity, a chance to reflect, reset, and maybe even use the time productively. What if you listen to a podcast or audiobook? What if you use this time to practice patience, knowing that getting upset won't change the situation? This is what Stoicism teaches us, training our perception. Life is filled with moments that challenge our patience and our peace of mind, but we have the power to decide how we respond to them. Every moment of frustration or anxiety is an opportunity, and by consistently choosing to see these challenges differently, we start to reshape our entire way of thinking. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and you'll find yourself facing life's hurdles with a new sense of calm. Let's take this a step further. What happens when you face a major life challenge? A big work project that feels too overwhelming? A conflict with a loved one that leaves you emotionally drained? These moments can feel like too much to handle, but Stoicism teaches us to break down our problems into manageable pieces. When you're faced with a big project at work, instead of letting the anxiety consume you, try breaking it down into smaller steps. Focus on what you can do right now, and as you complete each step, you'll notice that the once insurmountable mountain starts to shrink. Mindfulness also plays a big role in Stoicism. Often, our minds are either stuck in the past, replaying what went wrong, or worrying about the future, imagining what could go wrong. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to stay grounded in the present moment. By focusing on what's happening right now, we not only reduce our stress, but also open ourselves up to more joy and fulfillment in life. Next time you're caught in a difficult conversation, Instead of immediately reacting with frustration or anger, pause. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? What's the best way to respond? This brief moment of reflection can change everything. You stop reacting on impulse and start responding with intention. But Stoicism is not about suppressing your emotions. It's not about pretending that everything's okay when it isn't. Instead, it's about recognizing your feelings, understanding them, and then choosing how to act on them. Imagine you spent countless hours on a project at work, only for it to be canceled at the last minute. Naturally, you'd feel angry, disappointed, maybe even lost. But instead of letting those emotions control you, Stoicism teaches you to step back and ask, why am I feeling this way? Is it because of the wasted effort? The fear of how this will impact my future? By understanding the root of your emotions, you can decide how to respond constructively. This is where Stoicism truly shines. It doesn't ask you to ignore your emotions or push them away. Instead, it encourages you to engage with them fully, understand them, and then decide how to move forward. Maybe you use that anger to fuel your next project, or you learn from the disappointment and apply those lessons moving forward. Either way, you're in control, not your emotions. Now let's talk about control. One of the most powerful principles of Stoicism is the idea of the dichotomy of control. There are things in life we can control and things we cannot. And so often, our stress comes from trying to control what's out of our hands. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. Imagine this. You're at the airport and your flight gets delayed for hours. It's easy to get frustrated, maybe even furious. But ask yourself, can I control the delay? The answer is no. What you can control is how you use that time. Maybe you find a quiet corner, catch up on reading, or just take a moment to relax. The key is recognizing where your energy is best spent, on the things you can influence. This idea applies to our relationships too. You can't control how someone else feels or acts, but you can control how you respond to them. If a friend is going through a rough time and seems distant, you can't force them to open up or feel better. But you can offer support, let them know you're there, and be the best friend you can be. By focusing on what you can control, your own actions, you stop wasting energy on things beyond your reach. The power of the Stoic mindset lies in its simplicity. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. It's easy to understand, but can be life-changing when you put it into practice. This simple shift in focus can reduce stress and help you make better decisions in every aspect of your life. Stoicism also encourages us to see the bigger picture. Sometimes, we get caught up in the day-to-day frustrations and lose sight of the larger story. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on how every challenge, every success, and every failure is part of a greater narrative. By zooming out and seeing our lives from a wider perspective, we realize that even our struggles have a purpose. Every setback is an opportunity for growth. Imagine you've just experienced what feels like a major failure. A project falls apart, or you face a personal setback. It's natural to feel overwhelmed by the immediate pain, but Stoicism asks you to look at the bigger picture. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How does this fit into the larger scheme of my life? When you see your setbacks as opportunities to grow, they lose their power to crush you. As we come to the end of this journey through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and the teachings of Stoicism, one thing becomes clear. Stoicism is not just a philosophy for ancient times. It's a guide for living a more peaceful, intentional, and resilient life today. By learning to control your emotions, focusing on what you can change, and letting go of what you can't, you can turn life's challenges into stepping stones toward growth. Marcus Aurelius taught that life isn't about what happens to us. It's about how we respond to what happens. This shift in mindset is empowering. It moves us from being reactive, tossed around by life's storms, to being proactive, steering our own ship through those storms. The lessons we've explored today are more than just ideas, they're tools. Tools you can use every day to cope with life's challenges and to thrive. They can deepen your relationships, boost your productivity, and most importantly, bring you peace. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, remember, you have the power to choose how you respond. Thank you for being part of this Stoic journey. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. For more insights, continue exploring Stoicism by watching the suggested videos on your screen. Stay strong, stay calm, and above all, stay stoic.